Yo, yo, what up, peeps? Super excited. Here we go. We're about to kick off our BOC walkthrough. We've already gone through our little battlefield checklist, so that means we've got our generals already prepped. We've got our March presets already ready. I've actually held off. If you see, I've got two unread mails there, so I wanted to pop in here. And look, we've got the Battlefield rewards from last week. Yeah, I held on to them. So you can see, from this week really, but from BOG. So, max scores here. Got a lot of lumber, a lot of ore, some gold, some research stones. That's all nice. Popping back. This is the good one though. Like I was saying before, we got 500 dragon crystals. Look at that. And then a whole bunch of random resource chests, speed up chests. We got some gold. We got some gems. I'm gonna go ahead and claim all that now. Look at that. Nice juicy rewards, and we should be ready now to jump into BOC. Here we go. Let's see what kind of competition we've got this week. Well, we're trying. Let's see. Sometimes it's a little sticky or laggy. All right. So it's Demon. What up, Demon? I would really like it if. Yeah, there we go. Classic ebony lag there. All right, so let's go back in. Let's give this another shot. We should be able to get into our battlefield. That's why they give you some time before the battlefield actually starts. Well, come on now, Ebony. Don't be weird. I might actually have to reboot in order to get it to do what we need it to do. We're just getting crazy lag here, which is, par for the course. It's Ebony. All right, guys, give me a second. We're gonna try to do a reboot on it and see if we can get that. All right, let's see. We got our reboot here. Just pushed an update. I'm betting that's probably what's making it glitch out a little bit. We've still got a couple of minutes, thankfully, before we have to really be defending our battlefield, but hopefully it's going to let us in here. All right, let's give this another shot. What? What? This is crazy. Try reloading the game, it says. It says I'm in battlefield. Wow. Okay, killing me here, Smalls. For the record, this is just an Ebony glitch. Like, this is not a me thing. Alright, give me a sec. We'll try this one more time, folks. Alright, here we go. We got our reboot, sorry. Again, this is an Ebony thing, y'all. This is not even a me thing. Hopefully here we can get into our battlefields because it kicks off in literally less than 60 seconds. Let's give this another shot here. There we go. All right, peeps, we got it. We've got our battlefield. Let's take a quick look. Let's see. Cool. So I've got nobody to fight against, which means we get to walk through everything, kind of what I expected. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so the first thing we're going to go grab the Constantinople. That's because this is the most valuable as far as points go, and you absolutely want to dominate that. Since I don't have any opponents, I'm just going to go ahead and send a full march relatively quick. So I should be able to get there and back in a reasonable amount of time. Now, when you look at this map, you'll notice there's a lot more going on, right, than what we saw on the BOG map. And there's some different buildings that we'll get to talk about. Somebody on the other video brought up traps. Well, yeah, that's where this Night Hall comes into play. Not because it gives you traps, but because it can wreck your traps if you are not in control of it. Let's go ahead and pull those guys right back. Groovy. And then we're going to go over here. So one of the things I like to do is pop between buildings where I can control two and they're very close. So that's one of the ways I prioritize. But we're going to go over here and we're going to grab both the Knights Hall and that portal. And I'll try to port right there equidistant from the two. This time we're just going to send one troop at either in case I do have some opposition show up. And let's go in and let's take a look at the server 642 is the opposition force here that has so far no showed. But we might, I don't know if there's a way I can go find them, but I might go looking for some information about them. So we'll wait and see. Let's go ahead and recall that camp. In the meantime, we'll pay attention just to make sure they don't pop up and try to surprise us, which can actually really be an effective strategy in Battlefield. Sometimes holding some people in reserve or showing up a few minutes late can catch people off guard. So it's always good to be on your P's and Q's, especially early on. But yeah, while I've got a second, let's talk about it. So the Knights Hall here that I just took over, this is neat because it will help you when you do actually have real opposition. It will help you locate them. It'll demolish their traps. Basically what it does is it sends waves of quote-unquote King Arthur's troops at the opposition. And so big things, like I said, that I use it for are to help locate people that are maybe harder to spot. Also just to, wear them down. It's kind of a penalty, if you will, for not holding it. So Night Hall's pretty neat, sends waves of undead. They're not super tough troops, but if somebody's ghosting and not defending their keep, then they're definitely going to take some excess damage there. Let me see. Hopefully this time my ambiance music from the game is coming through. Okay, I actually remembered to turn on in-game sounds. I think most of us probably play most of the time without it. There's some perks to that though too. Sometimes you can hear what's going on and it can give you a early warning. All right, so now we've got our Blessing Tower and another portal. These are both going to operate just like they did on the other map. The portal is going to give us opportunities to teleport, and the Blessing Tower is going to increase our attack and defense buffs. Not just for, in this case, obviously it's just me, but when you have your alliance, the entire alliance is going to get those benefits, and it can really make a difference. Think about compound interest, if you will, when it comes to doing a big rally. Everybody in that rally is getting some extra push. It just, well, honestly, actually, it doesn't quite work, but it's still worth it. Next, we're going to pop over here. So you can see I'm just kind of taking these two at a time. I'm going to get this whole map occupied and max out my scores. But there's some other neat things that are not featured on the other maps that we'll point out as we get to them. So let's see here. So you'll notice last time on the BOG map that we had a March Speed Tower, whereas this time it's going to be 2 Blessing Towers. So you get a lot more. This particular map is intended to be more focused on actually doing PvP and kind of the King of the Hill situation, if you will, where you want to retain these buildings. Like I was saying before, as you can see, I'm sending 1 troop at these buildings. I still get the occupier scores. I still get, I get to take it. It's not like I actually have to send a huge number of troops or a big march in order to take these buildings. They're undefended. And that's a big point when it comes to Battlefield when you've got your alliance, right? So, yeah, there's a lot of strategy. Obviously, it's a strategy game. There's a lot of strategy that goes into it, though. So, again, I don't want to tangent too much on that. I just want to point out that even if you're a small keep, you can be incredibly useful by just simply taking buildings with 1 troop. Even if there is opposition there, 9 times out of 10, they're going to have to be trying to ghost, or they're going to be trying to catch somebody else, and they can, again, they can only be one place at a time. And so that is, at the end of the day, where numbers can be a big advantage. For example, if I had to fight against 10 tiny, insignificant keeps right now, I'd be spread too thin. There's no way I could hold more than 5 buildings, because what I would have to do is actually reinforce those buildings in a way that they couldn't take them. And 9 times out of 10, when you do that, right, if you're playing small keeps and you want to overtake a bigger one, once you force them to spread themselves thin like that, then all of you rally the weakest points. So, then you just sit there and chop them down, and it's, again, it's just one person can't fight a entire team that's moving effectively. And so, again, everybody has a role in that team, even if you're not necessarily the big player. That fear of the big player is what's going to make them ghost, and the fact that they're ghosting is going to make opportunities for you to just take things with 1 troop if you're a smaller player, or if you're that big, do your thing, sit there and flex on them. And anyway, of course, we've got the Battlefield Hospital. Again, same thing as what we talked about before. That's going to speed our ability to heal troops, which already do not cost resources when you're healing in Battlefield. Not that, again, I highly recommend using a lot of your healing speeds in Battlefield unless you're making a really competitive run and, Battlefield's on the line. If you're comping for All-Stars or something and, Battlefield's on the line, obviously it's a different scenario for you than what it is for, the average person that's just trying to learn how to farm these battlefields for the rewards. Speaking of rewards, we are definitely going to get some sweet ones, and I'll probably walk through, I'll probably do the same thing I did here, go back and walk through those rewards on the next video I do, which will probably be, it'll be the next BOG video. I think I may have actually finally decided on a home alliance. I just couldn't make a change while I was waiting on Battlefield here, so hopefully this time I'm not going to check back and find out. Okay, cool. But to say, last thing I want to find out is that I forgot to go live, but I think we actually really got it this time. I think everything queued up the way I wanted, other than the lag that we got in getting into Battlefield. But again, that's typical Ebony, like I said, par for the course. Looking over here, notice I sent some troops to it. This is the rally hall. Again, like all of the other things, it's pretty self-explanatory, but this is going to allow you to up the size of your rally, which as you get into these larger, more competitive battlefields has increasing return. I really, really can't stress enough that like while having a big player or being a big player can be important, the group's strength is just, I'm sorry, I had a little bit of a hiccup there. But group strength is really the true core. Like when you can get everything moving with multiple people, you're just going to be in better shape. Oh, it's on. Let's go. Let's go. We've got an opponent. Let's see where he is at. Now, y'all might have heard that noise. That's kind of what triggered me to look. He's already teleported. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so we just got to get eyes on this guy. If he touches anything, it's going to give us a notification. So let's pop over here. We're going to grab this crystal mine because it's got supplies coming, and we'll talk about what those do too. That's fun stuff. Let's grab this real quick and let's see if we can. Oh man. I don't consume a truce agreement informant. All right, let's see. I might have just got zeroed. We have a big 34 from an old server coming in there. Wow. So, like I said, somebody coming in late can really, yeah, he just wrecked me. That's funny. But the thing that he's now got to do is try to keep. Okay, cool. So this is going to be fun, guys. So we're going to be able to kind of show my point here. Look, you see how he ran away from my one troop? He just didn't know what was coming. And I'm just going to pester him because I've got all these buildings. Look at my scores. Like I've gotten the scores I need. I've got all these buildings. I'm already going to get a max regardless. The lag right now is so severe. I'm not going to waste that port. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to continue to attack these buildings and spread this guy thin. Right? So I just need to be faster than him. This is awesome. So we've got a 1v1. I've got a bigger opponent. You can see I've got no tree. Like this is perfect. Like this is absolutely perfect. I'll give this a moment. Not even worried about getting zeroed because like I said, this you can see that's a bigger keep and it's from a older server and there's not really much I need out of my troops like right now. I'm not even worried about the fact that I could have switched crowns and made that less. Like I'm just gonna heal a tiny. I really should have just made a couple of troops, but I'm trying to move quickly here. It's actually quicker to make a couple of troops than heal a couple of troops in this case. So we're going to hit this. We're going to return them. And I'm going to show you guys how all you really need is a single troop. Okay, so now look, he went and got the Knight's Hall. You see how he got this? I bet he left. See, he left. So now I'm just going to go right back over here. I'm going to take this. So you could see how that Night Hall was, I had incoming attacks from King Arthur's troops. So this is literally just a question of mobility here now. And I'm betting that he is not going to like lock down any of these yet. Let me see. So I'm literally just going to go one by one and take them back. So look, he went and took the Rally Hall. I took back the Knight's Hall. For every one he takes, I'm just popping back over and retaking. So like, let's see, where is he sitting? He's not sitting over here? Cool. This is where being late and being one person is going to be a problem for him. Until he wises up here. It's more than likely my dude is just not realizing it. Honestly, from a server that old to only be keep 34, like, bro, what are you doing? So obviously, or honestly, I'm really, really not that impressed. 634, yeah, that's a pretty old server, bro. You've been playing for a couple of years on the same account, and this is as far as you've gotten. Like, come on. All right, so he's not back over here. Look, I'm just literally going to constantly be a pest. And the funny thing is, again, I've already gotten the necessary scores, but you'll notice, like, look, how many troops do I really need? If this is one troop, I'm still taking these buildings. If I'm a big keep, if I'm a weak keep, it doesn't matter. What difference does it make, right? So I'm trying to hold this Night's Hall and continue to move around so my traps aren't getting wrecked, right? Where your traps are going to get wrecked or when you just sit back, let your opponent hold that, and you walk away from the game. You're like, I'm just going to sit in battlefield until it's over so I can get my rewards, which, hey, cool, I get it. But at the same time, that's not really a very effective strategy. See, I don't really care about that crystal mine. So right now, the big key is to continue to move around and hit as many things as possible. Watch this. Boom, we're gonna hit that. We're gonna come over here. I'm gonna hit this one too. Boom. I'm just like blowing some speeds and stuff here. But look, see, I am gonna take and just stretch his ass thin. He can't be everywhere. All about playing it smart, guys. All about playing it smart. Look at the score difference. So, again, it doesn't matter what your power is. You can learn to play effectively at this game here. Now, I really want to get everybody home as quick as possible. Because again, what matters here in this instance is speed. He's just not going to be able to keep up with me in that regard. Now again, if he fully reinforced these buildings, he could probably stop me. At that point, just to show you guys, I might actually bother to heal and then attack where he's weak and just absolutely, demolish. He's strong, but he's not that much bigger than me. And so, I bet you I could, I don't know, I didn't even really, honestly, I didn't pay any attention to how much power he has or what's going on there. We'll look at that report later and try to break it down. So, but look, yeah, the difference here is just how much we're holding. And I'm using a couple of different strategies, both moving, and then there was wasting all those speeds there. What's going on? We had somebody say, oh yeah, it was. It was. He was no joke. But again, this is my point, right? Strategy is just as important as size. Like again, I'm not saying that size doesn't matter. Ask your girl; she'll tell you it matters. But it's not the only thing that matters, right? So if you have that size and you don't know what to do with it, she's gonna break up with you. I mean, you're gonna lose. Let me see. So, look, he's moving around. He got his blessing tower, but faster than he can do that. I will just sit here both and waste ports. Like, I'm fine with that because him being late is going to have allowed me to control so much more. And this too, you see where I'm about to go get that twofer? Wait for it. He went back for the night, so all good for him. We're gonna go pick up the blessing tower. And boom. You know what? Screw it, send them all. This is actually really cool too, because this is helping me get my BlueStacks navigation down a little bit better. Playing Ebony with a mouse and keyboard is really weird to me. As somebody who has always played just on my phone, but for recording purposes, this is the way like the Mandalorian, this is the way. So we are going to, I can probably get the hospital, yeah, I can get the hospital and the rally hall back by getting like right here, and then doing the same thing. Wait for it, 2, 1. And so I'm just keeping him busy, guys. Just keeping him busy. He's one person that's not gonna work if you're late. That's not gonna work for you, buddy. Not if you not until he realizes that he could reinforce them. But again, I don't think he trusts his own reinforcements. He already knows that, again, he doesn't have that big of a size advantage on me. I want to stop and look at these reports, I really do, but I don't honestly have a whole lot of time to do it. One of the things, he probably got me just as he was on. He said some range, or he had some range buffs. Okay, look at those debuffs, really solid debuffs. Yeah, I definitely want to dig into that report soon. Oh, did he hit some of my troops? No worries, bro, do your thing. I'm going to pop over here now. And what? So we're just going to keep moving. Go over here. Just half go here, half go here. Another thing is once he does start to put reinforcements in them, he can't move. So you lose mobility once you lock down reinforcements. So he can chase after my troops all he wants. It's not there's not enough troops to earn enough points that it matters. So look, I'm giving him hell here. Everywhere he tries to hit, I'm just gonna pop back, and I'm gonna continue to be effective as well. So he's sending some reinforcements now to some places. It looks like. Let's go hit this. He's getting frustrated. So we're gonna go hit this crystal mine. Boom, boom, boom. Just again, the goal is to just be everywhere. Octopus, basically. He's not hitting half of this stuff. Look, I've got that whole side of the map. So now I think he's trying to double down on some of the buildings here and start to put in his reinforcements. And so we'll see. Right now, I'm going to take advantage of my mobility. Boom, get over here, and just keep. For 1, keep moving. For 2, keep pestering. This is how you do it. Notice again, I haven't bothered to heal. I think he's starting to put down reinforcements. That's why he's not hitting a lot of these other outlying buildings. You see, he's trying to reinforce these main buildings, but when I hold everything else on the map, that's a loss for him. That's not an effective way. And look at his teleport chances. Eventually, he's going to turn into a statue. Oh, he brought in reinforcements. I wonder what his number 2 guy is. Cool. We're going to turn them into statues, guys. If they don't pay attention, they can very easily lose all their teleport chances. Because you notice I've got 39. They've only got 26. So if this comes into play, if I get to show you guys how teleport chances play out, that'll be super dope. But we'll see. I want to get a look at. Man, I'll tell you what, we're gonna blow my. I know, because I don't want to have to ghost and keep up. But I do want to know. I do want to know what the. Thank you, Ebony, for the unnecessary screen there. I do want to know what the other guy looks like. Try to pop up on him if I can. Let's see here. We're just gonna send half here. And half of that. Where we go? Half of the portal. A couple speeds there. And again, these guys aren't very good. Like, I'm not even having a scout or anything. Big ganja. I like the name, though. So, so you got the little guy. It's probably his alt, truth be told. It's probably just his alt account. Okay, so he finally put some troops in some things like I thought. And now he's trying to use like this little alt account to hold down the other ones. So we're just, yeah, there we go. Let me see what he got. Oh, 182. He might be worth actually taking a look at. They might finally be able to overpower me now. But either way, look, I've definitely got my max scores, and I could definitely continue to be annoying if I want to here. But in getting max scores and kind of doing it the way I did here, I've really already won in a sense. So I don't know if it's a worthy investment. If Ebony had given me what they freaking owe me, which is my Furicas and bracers, then, you know, it might be a little bit different. That freaking kills me too, because that, God. I'm telling y'all, my gen's supposed to be so much better, and it's supposed to trickle down to everything. April 21st. These guys are killing me. I've like done everything I can. Still trying to be nice and be patient. Really don't have a whole lot of choice but to just sit back and be patient. Because they haven't given me anything. Let's go in. Let's look at those battlefield rewards, and then I'll probably let them go ahead and have their fun. But so we got mad resource chests. Look at that. We got speed up chests. So what's that? 3 hours speed ups, about 28, 12 hours, some 8 hours, what have you. Here we go. We got some gold. Wonder how much we did. What is that? It's 2.5 million. That's another 11 million. That's another 15 million. And that's what, another 2. So yeah, definitely picked up some gold. And then the other the gems we got. That's 12K. That's what? 2008. That's another 8K right there. That's another 12. Yeah. Another 4,200. So yeah, you can see we really cleaned up as far as battlefield rewards, and we're gonna get those again. Like, look at this. Even now, for 30 minutes of my time, right, for coming in for just playing. Look at what we get. Let's go in here. POC. Let's look at these rewards. So even on a loss, right, I'm getting badges. All right, 415 badges. We're getting ultimate war treasures. There's a little bit of a difference between a win and a loss. So I may, dang. It's not going to be enough though to be to truly be significant. To be honest, but what was more important, like I said, in this instance, was breaking down the battlefield, showing how you can really kind of harry people, and yeah. That's kind of crazy though. I got some really. Let's go back and look at this. This is interesting. Let's look at my opponents. If I can find one of them. I want to see their. I want to see some more about their alliance. Like, again, I'm really not impressed for 600 server, but let's see. I want to view your alliance. So yeah, like not super impressive. They're like probably getting farmed on their own server. You can see it's just a couple of them. These are all alts and stuff that doesn't really matter. So yeah, we gave them hell. I think that's just too much for me, obviously, to deal with. But let's go take a quick look at this report too. Let's just mark this all as red. Here we go. This is the one that I wanted to get a look at. So let's look at his buffs. You can see, he's pushing about 850 as far as ranged. He's got really solid debuffs though. I have to give it to him there. Those are some significant drops right there. Let's take a look at what he's sending as far as troop comp. So he sent Electra at basically 6 million, level 33 there. Again, you can tell this guy just. I know that their skills don't stack. So like sending Mino as your assistant gen, don't do that. Like it's if you're using Electra, find a gen who's all of the skills are going to attack. So I will, or stack. So I will show you guys the difference there. And, so look at this. What is that? About a million ranged troops there. T13. About 330. Yeah, you can read. So, really got a lot of. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed we didn't show a little bit better. That's right, I have Spartacus, or Leonidas. I have Leonidas taken apart right now. Again, this all goes back into freaking not having my Civ gear. I'm sorry, I don't mean to tangent. I'm still upset by that. Some people know the story, others I will tell you one day. But it is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I've been trying since April 21st here. Oh my god! They responded! Oh my god! And they picked Let me see. So I finally got some responses. Not from the original one, but let's see. Okay, we're getting some responses finally. Let me check this out. I mean, I don't know how to give you screenshots. You need to check there is no way of screenshotting that particular scenario. So that's nonsense. But at least we finally got some responses here. Okay. Finally. Finally. Um, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to digress. We'll figure that back out. I have to send them some more messages, fight with them for who knows how long, but at least we're seeing some progress. I might finally get the bracers I'm due and not have to give this all up and boycott this game. So we shall see. Anyway, thanks for checking this out. Hopefully this helps a little bit with. What do we got? Oh, I see. Sorry about that. How's that? Is that a little bit better? I don't know when you sent that, Glitter. Okay, cool. Yo, Glitter, is that a little bit better? My wife went and turned on the reverb. That's what it was. She likes to sing, and so that reverb was apparently coming through. Well, dang, I hate that. I thought everything was a lot more solid on this video. Apparently, I missed that. So I don't really build traps, so I'm not really worried about the fact that I'm gonna have some getting wrecked as I just sit this out. Anyway, that's basically. Huh. Okay. I'll look at that. I probably have to balance it out with the background audio then. I'll do some playing around and some tweaking. Like I said, honestly, I really wanted to put some more time and effort into this whole thing, but with the fact that I've been trying to get, yeah, honestly, like every time I open the game, I just get upset, and so I've had to just close it and focus on other stuff while I'm waiting on support to fix this. Because it's been April 21st is when I crafted those bracers, and it's now May the 5th, 6th, and yeah, May the 6th, and I'm just now getting a response. And even then, I don't know how much of those showed in there, but it's a garbage response. Which is, again, par for the course, but at least it's something. It gives me a starting point, and so I'm going to try to work from there, go back through all the tons of stuff I have where maybe I can prove that I had that scroll, but they just need to research my account because proving proving that is like beyond. Like, I don't even know how you do that. Like, who screenshots their stuff before they start? Is it just me? Like, nobody. Not. I mean, granted, now I will. Now I encourage you to, like, before you start. Oh, you know what? I might actually have some screenshots of that too. So anyway, I'm gonna go dig through my phone, guys. I'm not gonna hold you up. Wish everybody well. Thanks for checking this out. We got some work to do. Obviously, I do want to get a little bit bigger, but I am, like I said, I think I might have finally decided where I'm going to move as far as alliances go. So now that this battlefield's out of the way, and I can make that change and still make it for BOG this coming week, I'm excited to see how that goes. So, all right, peeps, take it easy, and we will catch you just on the next one.